you Rose? Cause you're sweet like a flower in bloom. Can I call you Rose? Cause your fragrance takes over the room. Darling, I wanna plant you in my heart. Oh, so love.
This is the most random thing ever, but look at this for an entrance to a town. They're not the biggest trees you've ever seen. I'm currently in Slovenia, and it is beautiful. I mean, come on. I'm here for a holiday. However, when you work for yourself, you don't get holidays. No one's paying you to be out here. And, well, I still want to relax and enjoy my time. I'm not going to ask anyone out here if I can film them or do any editing for them. So what that means is that it's an opportunity for me to learn new skills that I can then use when I get back to the job. This country's scenery is awesome, and it's something that I can really use to learn new things for shooting outdoors, shooting wildlife, stuff that, generally speaking, London and the UK doesn't really give me the opportunity to do. And look at this. How cool is this? Lovely little bridge. Could even get in and swim over there if I wanted to. I actually do kind of want to, but then I'd be very wet and I've got 6k to run home. So it's currently 20 past 8 in the morning and it's 26 degrees. So sweating is 100% happening, but how beautiful is that? The mountains. Hello, we are back currently in Bled. But as you will be able to see, I think, I do have my camera backpack on me because I'm going to use this as an opportunity to try and get some more scenic stuff, some more cinematic stuff. So I'll be showing you what I'm going to get while I'm away here. But this is not a bad start, I don't think. So imagine that, but on a much better camera, basically. And we'll see what we can put together. But I'm going to be road tripping the whole country, which means that there's opportunity to do stuff with the car, but also the different areas that we go to. So yeah, do a little bit of parkour. You'll probably see in some of those clips, I'm going to put in and just expose myself, but the stabilization on the new camera is hard, and on a zoom lens, but that's at 210mm. Obviously if I was using a slightly smaller lens, it wouldn't be as cool to look at. Oh my god, look at this. What in the Angelina Jolie from Tomb Raider is this? It looks literally like a little model world. And I was saying, I don't know if this will be on the video, but a tilt shift lens. If you don't know what that is, look at that, because that's really cool. And that would literally make this whole thing look like it was a model village. So I might have to buy one of those at some point, or borrow one. If anyone's got one, let me borrow it.
I dream of you amid the flowers for a couple of hours. Such a beautiful day.
Today we are at the other lake, so not Lake Bled. This is it. It's pretty scenic if you ask me, but the boat that we're about to get back on to go back to where we came from provides some pretty cool opportunities for some different shots, so I'm going to try and do that. And over there, you won't actually be able to see it on here, is a waterfall that we will be going to later. So another one of the really cool things about obviously the scenery being amazing is the fact that it gives me the chance to do some car shots, which is something that I've not had the opportunity to do. Now, a lot of the time you'll attach it with a suction mount. I don't have one. So what I do have is I have a Magic Arm. And on the Magic Arm, rather than attaching my camera, which obviously costs a lot of money and I'm not too sure if it will hold up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a gimbal on it, but the gimbal isn't for the camera, it's for my phone. So some people will be aware of the DJI Osmo Pocket 3. I do wish I had one of those, but a cheap alternative is to get the Pocket 6 or the Osmo 6 for the mobile and put my phone on there. Now, I'm not saying that my phone isn't worth a lot of money, but it weighs a lot less, which means that it might stand up to it. So I'm going to try and put this together. Got to be really careful not to do damage to the car because this is a rental car, it's not my car. So it's fine on the bonnet here. Put it on the door handle on here. So we've got here is just the Osmo. This will go with my phone on there, and then it can just flip on there. And then I can aim it at the front or the back wheel, and we can drive along. Now, it goes without saying, I'm not going to be doing this down the highway, motorway, whatever. I'm going to be doing like maybe 15 miles an hour, but it might still look cool. And that's the purpose.
Just for reference, I do not agree with whatever's going to happen. And he can be liable for any additional charges this causes us.
And that is why we do tests. So you will have seen what happened there more than me, but that's why we do tests. So clearly here,
Oh my god.
the whole lot's just falling off, but there's no damage, so we're fine.
So you're fine?
Look, we've had a little love mark, but it's a screen protector, so we're absolutely fine. There's no drama, we're all good. So today, we're at Vinca Gorge, and I need to do my little makeover and put this on. Obviously have bought the FX30 today, because Vinca Gorge is gorgeous, but it's more water stuff, which we're going to take advantage of. Whoa, there's a step there. What's actually really funny is that if I was ever working for Hyrox and I was in the wall ball section, this is how I'd look on my day shift. You have to wear one of these now in case people are really inaccurate with their wall balls for the target. And I can safely say that I will never do that.
I love to sit and reminisce and think about this like fresh shower, clean shave, and the weather's hella nice. I'm in a beach chair smoking in the back of my yard.
Okay, so this is really awkward, but I want to get a shot of the camera as we're driving through some of the mountains. So I'm trying to set this up, but I don't have like a suction rig, as I've said. So I've basically balanced the camera on here. I've checked it with the screen that flips out so that I know that I'll get the shot that I want. But I'm going to try and strap it in because obviously we're going to be going around mountain turns. So I'm using a USB-C cable that is tied round this head here. And then I might have to stop to actually start the camera, which is going to be a problem because we're about to have a lightning storm. So, as you can see, it's absolutely tipping it down. And we do have thunder, but we've got a mountain here that I really want to film. And so I'm basically trying to time it with the lightning because it won't focus beyond the raindrops, and this isn't a manual focus. So what I'm going to try and do is time it to film a lightning flash and just accept that I'm going to get soaked, but hopefully keep water off the lens. I'm getting absolutely drenched on my left leg. The lightning. And that was so worth it.
I fell asleep amid the flowers for a couple of hours.
So it's not actually very nice weather, so we're thinking of resetting it up and then doing it tomorrow where we're actually near an airfield, so we might also see a plane land because there's skydiving going on. So hopefully that's what we'll do and it'll be much better.
Daydream, I dream of you amid the flowers for a couple of hours. Such a beautiful day.
They say it's an addiction, but I treat it like a hobby. It's in a few religions and available at parties. Your parents used to smoke it, ask your dad about the grass. And if he's still smoking sticky, then you better find the stash. Clinton still does it and gets down and plays the sax. And so does Who Cares when their lives been in wax. Let's talk about the Beatles and Lucy in the Sky. They were tripping on the city, man, making music, getting high, living life one day at a time, forgetting pain and gaining mine. Every lyric, every rhyme I've got to get.
So as you will have seen from the first bits of Slovenia, there's quite a lot of beautiful rivers, mountains, that sort of thing. And then we continued on through the country to find the same, which meant that there wasn't much point in me demonstrating more clips that I got of that area. We did move down to the coast, but I didn't really vlog when I was down at the coast because I was almost using that as a bit of my holiday, where we didn't really do too much, but I got some snippets of Amy lying on the lounger in the sun, insert here. And then I spent the rest of the time glued to the laptop learning how to colour grade things even further, which wasn't going very well, but I'm glad to say that a good few weeks down the line, I understand it now, I think. One thing that is worth mentioning is that while I was away, obviously I was scrolling on TikTok and Instagram, and I think that's really important as a creator, is to unfortunately spend a lot of time taking in what you see as inspiration. But one of the things that I saw was the style of the edit that I made of the country, and I really liked it. I saw something about Tokyo. I'm not sure the original creator's name, but it did very well on TikTok, hence why it was pushed to me on the algorithm. But I thought, do you know what? Don't care about going viral, but I really like the idea of that being a video or a way to capture my holiday, as well as learning how to match a style. So that's really where I put that together, and then made it about Slovenia instead. And here we are. If you have enjoyed these little insights into what I get up to, any support would be massively appreciated. Sort of subscribing, liking, even if you want to share it with a friend. I don't care if they don't watch it. But for the next video, as a little heads up, the next video is going to be in this field, actually, with this model of mine, because we're learning how to use a gimbal with people that run. We've done it before, but it's been a little while. So we're going to get the dust off, get the cobwebs off, and we're going to practice by making a video of him, which is going to be fun because he's a lot quicker than I am. So stay tuned for that. Like I said, like, subscribe, comment if you've got questions, or if you want to give me advice, all is welcomed. Thank you very much. See you in the next one.